Welcome to Mystic Musings with Toby Hewitt. I'm Toby Hewitt, and I'm your guide through time and space and all points in between. Mystic Musings will give you insight into who you are, why you are here, how to live an authentic life, and where you fit into the universe around you. Join me on this path of mystical exploration. Welcome to episode 56 of Mystic Musings with Toby Hewitt. This week we will consider invocation, new beginnings, and perspective as we continue our mystic journey. This week I drew 3 cards from the wonderful oracle deck Earth Magic created by Stephen D. Farmer. The 3 cards were Ceremony, which speaks of invocation, Dawn, which refers to new beginnings, and Milky Way, which reflects the idea of perspective. I had asked for cards that would not only reflect my own journey this week, but give insight to those having similar experiences. These appropriately chosen cards came as a surprise to me. Yes, I can still be surprised by my work for spirit. This week, I had the good fortune to spend some lovely time with dear friends on the shore of Lake Ontario. We were there to catch up, but also to have a release ceremony, during which we wrote on paper the ideas and people we needed to release in order to remove the negativity attached to these and to open space in which to welcome healing and growth. We lit a fire, and after focusing on what we had written, tossed the paper into the flames, releasing the energy associated with that which we were letting go of, and breathing in the clarifying energies of the lake breeze, compounded by the nurturing aspects of the spirits with whom we, knowingly or unknowingly, spend our incarnate lives, and to whom we return after this lifetime is completed. I should take a moment and say that you can hear birds in the background, I'm assuming. And I'm sitting here looking at the river and having this wonderful, glorious morning in August. And I will continue sharing, but I want to explain that I'm in a different environment than I normally am. I love this place. Let's examine the meaning of the first card, Ceremony. Every life is a team effort, and taking time to connect to the spirits, both incarnate and discarnate around us, is creating an affirmation that we are not alone and that we are one with the universe. Like the release ceremony we performed this week, all ceremonies of this kind bring together the 4 elements: fire, water, air, earth. Some are very simple and others quite elaborate. Many people who follow the path of nature celebrate the 4 quarters, i.e. the 2 solstices and the 2 equinoxes, and these ceremonies can involve dancing, singing, chanting, and meditation, and other forms of drawing nature and spirits, including our own spirit, together. But we can create simple ceremonies that help to nurture, heal, and invoke the energies that we need at any given time and for any purpose, large or small. It is understood that any ceremony is done with the idea that nothing evoked or expressed during the ceremony would do harm to any other being. This is as good a time as any to bring up the idea that is intrinsic to the earth-based practices and philosophies, that what we put out into the universe comes back at us threefold, i.e. amplified. So it is never a good idea to put out negative thoughts or wish negative consequences for others, because that energy will come back at us 3 times stronger than what we sent. It is far better to send out the idea of protection or nurturing or positive change or love or healing, as then these energies will return to us amplified threefold. The second card that was selected, I asked for Spirit to guide the selection, so I take no responsibility for this, was Dawn, which speaks of new beginnings. After the release ceremony we performed, we welcomed the new beginnings that our release of those ideas and people that no longer serve our greater good will bring. Just as the dawn of a new day brings light and awareness and new possibilities, so too does the clearing away of the old negative energies allow positive energies to emerge, to take their place, and open up all sorts of new possibilities to consider and act upon as we step out on our path renewed and refreshed and unburdened by harmful vibrations. And of course, release and awareness of new beginnings both allow us to open ourselves to a new perspective, which is what the third card of this reading, the Milky Way, reflects. Our perspective of reality is informed if we widen our awareness by a space as vast as the universe and as small as a nanoparticle. In between these two realms is us, a physical being on a physical planet, trying to navigate ourselves through a reality that is actually an illusion, referenced as time and space. And then, in addition to this, we are treading a path that has its own challenges, joys, and sorrows. All of this exists to allow us to test our perception and come to the realization that we are indeed spiritual beings first and foremost, with the spirit mind informed by intuition, while at the same time we need to deal with the physical mind, which is often at the mercy of the ego. And everyone has one, and some are more abrasive and challenging than others to get along with. And sometimes these are toxic, or the situation created by these egos is toxic, and then it helps to put everything into perspective, no matter how dire things seem. We are on a small planet, and from the perspective of space, even at the edges of our galaxy, we are so small we seem to disappear. The aspect that is large, that is all-encompassing, that is beyond measure, is love, and the energy of that love that permeates the all. When things become intolerable, it helps to return to this truth and gently and simply turn our perspective to love. For this week's exercise, I invite you to perform your own release ceremony, preferably outdoors, near a lake, river, or stream. Write down what you wish to release, people, ideas, etc., and then burn the paper in a safely contained fire. Feel the tension of the things you are releasing leave your body and mind, and take in a deep, cleansing breath, and then release even more on the exhale. Then take another breath and feel yourself taking in peace and love. Please join me next week for episode 57 of Mystic Musings with Toby Hewitt, when Spirit will surprise us with new ideas as we continue our mystic journey. Thanks for listening to this episode of Mystic Musings. Please join me every week to continue our exploration of all things mystical that can help you have a more practical and magical life. Please visit my website, TobieHewitt.com, for more information and to read my blog postings. And join me also at pathwaystomindfulness.org to learn how you can schedule a presentation. I'm available for mindfulness training, demonstrations of psychic abilities, and individual readings. I also have a number of books on mystical topics on Amazon.com. I look forward to hearing from you and answering your questions. Please contact me through TobieHewitt.com.